Greetings, teammates. Chris Anderson here with your December FCA Endurance Equipper. I pray that each of you had a very Merry Christmas and a sweet time of worship with family and friends over the past few days, and that you're finishing 2016 strong. And as we approach this last week of December and the end of the calendar year, I wanted to invite you to join me in two activities. Activities that I believe they're going to glorify the Lord, they're going to bless and encourage your soul, and they're going to help equip you to win at what matters most in 2017. And to do these activities, I'm going to invite you to schedule off a 2-hour block sometime in the next week. Find a time when you can get away from noise, get away from distraction, a time when you're well rested, a time where you can create an environment where you can focus and really seek and hear from the Lord. And when you get into that spot, I want you to do two things. And the first thing is this. I want you to intentionally celebrate 2016. Get out a tablet, use your prayer journal, something you can write on, and don't be lazy. Actually write it out. I want you to think of the things that you're grateful for from 2016. Think of the ways that you've grown in the past year. Consider your key relationships and how those have grown, or how those relationships have grown closer to the Lord and you were able to help with that, or how they helped with you and your growth. Think about cool opportunities or fun adventures, maybe even some of the trials and how God gave you strength to get through those trials, or other people to walk through them with. Spend some time to really think about what God has done over the past year. And as you write this list down, and don't worry about it if it's organized or categorized or any of that kind of stuff, just let it go. Think about and recognize who gave you that blessing and spend some time thanking the Lord for it. So that's number one. Spend some time celebrating what God did in 2016. The second thing I'm going to invite you to do is seek the Lord's will for 2017. Spend some time asking Him what His will is and what's your part in that. Think about the commitments that He's given you relationally, and how would He have you invest in those commitments? Think about stewardship. How would He have you steward all of the amazing things that He's put under your control and in your hands in this coming year? If you want 2017 to be a year of growth and of fruitfulness and of winning what matters most, that's not going to happen on accident. Spend some time seeking the Lord and write it down. Find out what God might ask you to do before the world and noise and personal passions might hijack your best intentions, and all of a sudden you're investing in things that are not going to glorify the Lord. And so to help you do this, I've actually loaded two resources on our website, on the resource page and on the Equipper page of our website, that I think are going to help you. The first one is what I call a game plan. It's a tool that I've used for years, and it just helps you identify and to reflect upon, what is your personal mission statement? What is your life verse? What are the roles that God has you in? And to write down some goals and some commitments for each of those roles to help focus how you're going to spend the next year. The other resource is a resource created by David Platt for his church, and it's a series of information and some great questions. And if you answer these questions, it definitely is going to help you really think about how you'll intentionally grow as a disciple and a disciple maker in the next year. Now, as you go through this time of planning, I want to give you two cautions. The first one is this. We can make all the plans that we want, but God guides our steps. So any plan that we make, we've got to hold it with a wide open hand and say, God, this is the plan that we think you have for us, but you can change it any way you want, anytime you want. We've got to be willing to do that. The second thing I'm going to encourage you to do is really look at it from a biblical context. What does God's Word say, and what is God's will? Otherwise, a planning session like this can easily become this self-focused, self-centered kind of goal list where the next 365 days are all about you, as if you're the Lord of your life. And don't let it be that. Don't waste 365 days on you. Use that time to invest in what the Lord has for you. And so there you go. As you close out this year, spend some time praising the Lord for what He's done and seeking His will for 2017. How does He want you to grow as a disciple and a disciple maker in your home, in your neighborhood, within and through your church, and within the endurance community, and all the other contexts where God has you? And if you're able to do that, you're going to be well on your way to winning at what matters most in 2016 and 2017. God bless you as you go do this.
All the Christian soldiers marching as you were.